see overnight lows in the upper 30s. But tomorrow, not much movement with temperatures upper 30s to lower 40s, a stiff northwesterly wind, and generally a return to reality of sorts as we kick off January the 5th. Have a good evening.
Thanks, you too. That's going to do it for us this afternoon on Live at 5.
Don't go away. Dateline 29 News at 6 is next.
Police conduct a murder investigation in Fluvanna County. We'll have the details.
Is an agency that lends a hand in tough times a target for crime? We'll have a live report.
And Virginia Tech fans hope they can take home the sugar. The news starts now.
This is Dateline 29 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Dave Cupp.
And I'm Stacy Horst. Central Virginia law enforcement officials are searching for a man accused of murdering his girlfriend late last night.
Police believe the killing grew out of an ongoing domestic dispute. They say a magistrate had issued a protection order against the suspect less than 1 week ago. Amanda Martin has more on this story. Now, Amanda, where does the investigation stand now?
State police and the Fluvanna and Buckingham County Sheriff's offices are searching for John Daniel Stanton of Buckingham County. He's accused of running his girlfriend's car down and shooting her at least twice.
We were able to determine that there was a double-barrel shotgun used to kill the victim in this case. We have not at this point located the weapon. We do have substantial amount of circumstantial evidence. We have filed charges against Mr. Stanton. The most severe would be the first-degree murder.
Pamela Anita Smith of Buckingham County was supposedly driving to work on Route 15 on the James River Bridge, also known as the Bremo Bluff Bridge, at about 11 o'clock last night. Police say toward the end of the bridge, Stanton allegedly caused her car to hit a guardrail and then shot her through the windshield and the side window. Officials have found Stanton's car, but they continue to search for him. They think he may be in the Bremo Bluff, Dillwyn area. The sheriff's office also says Stanton has a previous criminal record, and officials now have a warrant pending with charges of first-degree murder, use of a firearm by a convicted felon, and violating an emergency protection order. A magistrate issued the order, also known as a restraining order, on December 31st.
All right, Amanda Martin, thank you. And, of course, we'll keep you updated about any developments in this case.
For the second time in less than a month, employees at the Fluvanna County SPCA arrived at work to find someone had broken into their offices. The latest incident was reported this morning when employees found broken glass on the front door and on the office door. Nothing was taken, but office supplies and equipment were moved around. Last month, someone broke into the shelter through a glass door and stole a pit bull puppy. Police are investigating this latest incident.
And also, for the second time in less than a month, thieves have trashed the offices of the American Red Cross in Charlottesville. Kristen Jackson visited the center today. Kristen, how are the workers coping with this?
As best as they can, Dave. Workers told me after the break-in Friday morning, they basically had to pick up the pieces once again and move on.
It's a place where people come in a time of need. But early Friday morning, the American Red Cross in Charlottesville was scarred by a message of hate. Once again, thieves broke into the center, ripping off computer equipment. But this time, the vandals went a step further, scrawling a swastika on the center's walls.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it happened again. And it is hard to understand why someone would do this to the Red Cross.
Charlottesville police aren't sure if the Red Cross is being targeted, but Hardy says they're not taking any chances.
It's sort of like lock the barn door after the horse has gotten out, though. But yes, we are taking some steps to make it more secure. The police are certainly patrolling more often. There's a lot of things going on that will hopefully prevent this from happening again.
Police believe the thieves got in this time through a window at the center. So far, the police are still looking for suspects. If you have any information about this break-in, please call Crime Stoppers at 804-977-4000.
All right, Kristen Jackson, thank you. Well, the entire Commonwealth will be watching tonight as the Virginia Tech Hokies try to bring home college football's national championship. And nowhere will you find more faithful fans than those in Tech's home city of Blacksburg. Ken Slack takes us there.
With students still on winter break and thousands of die-hard fans in New Orleans, Blacksburg is a near ghost town. But the Tech bookstore right on Main Street finds Tech faithful stocking up on souvenirs and Lucky Charms. Or Hokie Toasties, actually.
The real box won't be available, obviously, till the middle of January, but we've had to keep this out of reach because people have wanted the mock-up box. They couldn't wait, and people have been flashing $100 bills to get the box of Hokey Toasties.
With Virginians on a Hokey high and the school in the national spotlight, this bookstore can sell just about anything painted orange and maroon. Musical keychains, die-cast tractor trailers, stuffed animals of every kind, especially Hokey birds. And Tech alumni stock up on the newest designs in ball caps and T-shirts.
You wear it a lot more proudly, and you go around telling everybody what Virginia Tech is and what a Hokey is, and just supporting Virginia Tech best you can.
I think there's a lot of people jumping on the bandwagon this year, and yeah. Oh, yeah. But I think it's cool, so I think hopefully get some national respect out of this.
Game after game, the Virginia Tech Hokies had to make Lane Stadium their proving ground as they finished an 11-0 season and earned a shot at the national title. Win or lose at the Sugar Bowl, diehard fans say this national exposure means never again having to answer, where's Blacksburg? Or, what's a Hokie? At Virginia Tech, Ken Slack, Dateline 29 News.
And Blacksburg isn't the only place in Virginia where Sugar Bowl fever has caught fire. Even in Charlottesville, home of Tech's in-state rival, University of Virginia, many will be watching the national championship game. But cheering may be heard for both teams.
I think Florida State will win. I like the coach better. Bobby's a better, superior coach. He's been there more times, so he has a little more tricks up his sleeve.
Tech should win the game. I think they could conceivably win by a couple of touchdowns. I feel that they are a better team the way that they're playing right now. I'm not sure that they're better position by position, but they've been a motivated team, and this year, whenever a challenge has been before them, they've stepped up to it, and I'm proud of them.
Charlottesville will also host a contingent of fans who are just excited that any Virginia school has made it to compete for the national championship. Exciting times tonight.
Yes, it is.
I'm going to be pasted to the screen myself. Yesterday we had sunshine. Today we had rain. Tomorrow I hear the chills can be back in the air.
That's right. Robert Van Winkle's in the Weather Center with those details.
That's right. I told you folks yesterday, don't get used to the warm temperatures because by tomorrow you're going to need your sweaters again. I'll be right back with the forecast.
What's for breakfast?
There's cereal on the table.
Cereal? Cereal again? Cereal! Cereal again! Cereal! Cereal! Look, I am a sailor!
Need a little variety in your breakfast? Try the Golden Corral Weekend Breakfast Buffet. For one low price, you can get made-to-order eggs and omelets, hash browns, pancakes, waffles, and more, plus all-you-can-drink juice. Breakfast at Golden Corral. Almost too good to believe.
Honey?
Hi!
Do you find yourself spending a lot of free time wondering about garage doors and openers? Who invented them? Who's built and installed more than anyone? And who would you call if you needed one?
You need a hobby.
The genuine, the original overhead door. What else do you need to know?
Look under garage doors in the yellow pages.
Frederick W. Scott, my grandfather, founded our firm in 1893, working from this very roll-top desk. We earn the trust of individual and institutional investors with sound advice and personal service, always putting our clients' interests first and foremost. With commitment to superior, in-depth research and technological advances, we are more dedicated than ever to the values that have served our clients well for over 100 years. Scott & Stringfellow, trusted advice for successful investors since 1893.
At the Little Gym, children have fun as they learn the skills and develop self-esteem. The Little Gym offers developmental programs for children from 4 months to 12 years old in a non-competitive environment. Parent-child classes, gymnastics, karate, and sports prep classes help build agility, fitness, confidence, and coordination. The Little Gym also offers birthday parties and parent survival nights. Call the Little Gym today for a free trial visit and program schedules.
Try Rapid Photos, the oldest, most experienced one-hour photo lab in Charlottesville. Now, when holiday pictures are so important, it's nice to know you can use your photos to create the very best in greeting cards and gifts. Rapid Photos offers expert service and the latest technology. Let us restore and improve your photos like magic. We'll repair damage and create new photos by adding or eliminating elements. We also process Advantix film and print digital images on photographic paper up to 12 by 18 in color or black and white. Rapid Photos, new technology combined with traditional service and quality. North Wing Barracks Road.
Wednesday on NBC, an international incident threatens world peace.
Ceasefire line's been breached.
Any nuclear activity?
Yes.
And an investigation.
Has he received treatment for addiction?
Oh, answer that. Goes too far.
Come after Leo, I'm gonna bust you like a piñata.
Golden Globe nominated as TV's best drama. All new West Wing, NBC Wednesday, then. Ripped from the headlines.
You stood there and watched while your son turned into a killer.
Should parents pay the price of justice? All new Law and Order, NBC Wednesday.
Welcome back. 54 degrees in Charlottesville right now. Temperatures are falling. A cold front has come through. 91% humidity. West winds. We picked up a little over 0.4 of an inch of rain downtown. And the high temperature today, 68 degrees. The last day, though, this week where it will be quite this warm. The overnight low was actually 56, and we're all the way down to 54 right now, all the way. So we're moving on back to where we should be for this time of year. But you can see from the averages, we still were way above normal for this day in January. 52 in the valley right now, 68% humidity. A west wind at 9, but gusty winds today in the valley up over 40 miles per hour in Augusta County at times. Only 0.06 of an inch of rain reported from our automated rain gauge at Orchard Hill Plaza in Stanton. 60s and 70s on the weather map. Unbelievable for the second day in a row this early in January, but we're going to replace these folks tomorrow with temperatures that are at least 20 degrees cooler than what you see on the map right here. Troy and Fluvanna County in general getting quite a bit of rain today, especially down near Fork Union. Daytime high was 68, but over an inch of rain in this part of the county right there. That also moves up into central Louisa as well. So quite a bit of rain fell through here and not quite so much in the Shenandoah Valley. We did not receive any of those severe thunderstorms, but they were possible with the arrival of this cold front. You can see it's a very well-pronounced frontal boundary with a lot of cloud cover all the way from Maine to Florida. And as the front continues to move through, we're going to see the rain showers associated with this front also continue to move off toward the east. The frontal boundary will move into the Atlantic tonight, and behind that, some cold air is going to be filtering in to our state for the next 24 hours and lasting right on through till the end of the week. Let's zoom in a little closer. Doppler radar now will show you where the rain is falling. Richmond getting quite a bit of rain now. This line of showers is the leading edge of the actual cold front, so you can see it is now in the central part of the state and beginning to clear out a little bit back towards central Virginia, our neck of the woods, and western Virginia. So we're going to see the cold air filter in and the skies begin to clear up a bit as we work our way through the night. I don't think you'll see any more rain showers this evening. We'll still be breezy though, but look at these lows. 30s are going to move in and they'll be stretching all the way down into the deep south. Where do the 50s and 60s and 70s go? Well, they won't be back for several more days as they get pushed off the coast by a big area of high pressure. Tomorrow, a much cooler day, but mostly sunny at times, so it looks like a fine afternoon and more January-like. Daytime highs only in the 40s across the state, and there are those 70s all the way down to southern Florida. And then 24 hours, boom. Moved them right out of here. Here's a map for you for Thursday as we look toward the end of the week. High pressure still building in and staying in control. The next weather maker Friday, Saturday. This is a weaker cold front. We don't think we'll see too much out of this as it works its way across the state, maybe a shower or two. Forecast then for tonight. We're going to get down into the 30s where we should be. Actually, we should be in the 20s for this time of year, but we'll get back down closer to that than we have been prior nights. Showers will be ending, still windy, partial clearing by tomorrow morning. Here's tomorrow's forecast, 42 degrees for the daytime high. It was 68 today, tomorrow, 42. You'll feel it, mostly sunny, chilly, and windy. Valley weather, same thing. A lot of wind tomorrow, still northwest. Remember the shift in direction? Yesterday and today it was southwesterly, tomorrow northwesterly, and that's going to indicate your cooler temperatures right there. The 5-day forecast, check it out. Cool weather right on through the weekend, and as a matter of fact, those overnight lows will be downright chilly for the next couple of days, back into the 20s. Do I have time for this? Real quick, our own Dave Cup is going to be the narrator for Peter and the Wolf. This was a hugely successful concert that the Charlottesville High School Orchestra did last year, and I had the honor of doing the narration, and you're going to do it this year. Peter and the Wolf at the Charlottesville High School Performing Arts Center this Saturday at 3 o'clock at CHS.
Yeah. You can get tickets there or a variety of places around town.
Have you you've seen Peter and the Wolf? Bum, 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 bum. I'm sorry. That was the Wolf. That was the Wolf.
Okay. All right. Terrific. Thank you very much, Robert. Well, here's a startling statistic for you. Divorced and separated parents owe more than $1 billion in back child support across Virginia.
Now Virginia leaders look to use alternate methods to collect that child support from deadbeat parents. Those details when Dateline 29 News continues.
Our son was 1 pound 3 ounces when he was born. My wedding ring was able to fit all the way up to his thigh. That's how small he was.
We were told 4 or 5 times that Cooper would not make it through the night. If it weren't for the Children's Miracle Network, we wouldn't have Cooper here with us today.
I love him. He's just the most precious thing, and he's a part of like the Walmart family.
The associates at Walmart do an incredible job at raising funds to help children who can't help themselves.
We do it for the kids.
I believe in miracles, and I truly believe I'm the mother of a miracle.
Now Virginia has 2 ways to save for college. In addition to the guaranteed prepaid tuition program, the new Education Savings Trust offers the same Virginia tax deduction. You can choose from 7 different investment funds. Save for tuition, books, room and board for kids of any age, even in college or graduate school, anywhere in the country. Call us toll-free or visit our website to find out more about Virginia's College Savings Plan. There's nothing else like it.
Pineapple Promotions presents the 16th Annual Charlottesville Antique Show, featuring over 40 distinguished antique dealers and a fine display of period and country furniture from the 18th and 19th centuries. Textiles, jewelry, books, prints, and other distinctive antique accessories will surely catch a collector's fancy. The 16th Annual Charlottesville Antique Show, Friday, January 7th through Sunday, January 9th in the Omni Charlottesville Hotel. Appraisals $10 per item. Saturday, noon to 5 to benefit Hospice of the Piedmont.
Fabulous after Christmas savings are yours at Andrew Mitten Jewelers right now. We're continuing the great holiday success at our Seminole Square store by offering up to 50% off a wide variety of gold, diamonds, pearls, pendants, rings, bracelets, and at Andrew Mitten Jewelers you'll always find the knowledgeable personal service of Andy Mitten, Tim Taylor and Brian Smith, Goldsmith designer Steve Ham, and Goldsmith Jeff Jones on premises. Now offering after Christmas savings up to 50%. Come to Andrew Mitten Jewelers in Seminole Square.
He sucker punched me from behind.
I didn't want any trouble, and I knew he wanted I can tell he's drunk.
He punched me in my mouth, and I proceeded to grab him.
At that point, he was saying he's going to kick my
Macho on the rocks.
I had to hit him, or he was going to hit me.
You hit him?
Yeah.
That's what happens when men act foolishly and drink a little too much. That testosterone and starts.
Justice with an attitude. Judge Judy.
Tomorrow morning at 11 on NBC 29.
Virginia officials will soon be using a new weapon against deadbeat parents.
Now, they're going to start using metal boots like these to disable those parents' vehicles. They're pushing to recover nearly $2 billion owed in back support to children in Virginia.
We take no particular joy in this. It's quite frankly profoundly sad that in a land of plenty such as this, in a time of plenty, that we have got to take such extreme measures to encourage people to live up to their most fundamental responsibility.
The program's being used statewide after being tested for a year in Fairfax. During that test, they slapped boots on 70 cars and recovered more than $350,000 in back child support.
Charlottesville's 12th annual party parade kicks off its string of 21 parties next month. This year, organizers hope to raise about $50,000 for a computer lab for the Boys and Girls Club of Charlottesville and Albemarle.
It's really a two-part thing. We do it to help the charity, but it also raises the awareness in the community of that charity. So all the publicity and all of the people that attend the parties get to learn more about that particular charity, and it pulls them into community effort.
The first party will be an international night on February 5th. For further information, you can log on to the Party Parade website at the address you see on your screen. Well, tonight is the night Hokies fans have been waiting for, the big Sugar Bowl matchup with Florida State. We'll have a preview coming up next in sports.
And there's another coaching change in the NFL, and this is from a team that just made a change yesterday. John Havey's in next. He has the details.
Great for breakfast at McDonald's? Wake up with McDonald's Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit for only 99 cents. Now with all new mouth-watering crispy strips of hickory smoked bacon, tasty egg, and melted cheese on a fresh baked buttermilk biscuit, just 99 cents. Did somebody say McDonald's?
Virginia Business Interiors has been providing quality office furniture to Charlottesville, Central Virginia, and the Shenandoah Valley since 1987. Locally owned and operated by John Sanborn. So whether it's a single ergonomic chair or a complete office suite, Virginia Business Interiors provides the best office furniture at the best price. Come by the showroom where you'll find the office furniture selection you expect and the service and professional installation you deserve. Virginia Business Interiors. We're your neighbor in business.
You'll keep up with the Cavaliers in a minute. The Cavalier Minute, Tuesdays and Thursdays in Dateline 29 News at sunrise and Dateline 29 News at noon. Get the inside story on the student athletes and coaches of Virginia's nationally acclaimed sports programs. Football, basketball, soccer, field hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. See them all in the Cavalier Minute at 6:20 a.m. and 12:20 p.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays on NBC 29.
The Cavalier Minute, brought to you by Guarantee Bank. Come grow with Guarantee.
A lot of what Piedmont gave me was believing in myself. Believing, yeah, I can do it. I can do what I want, not what my parents want, not what society thinks I need to do, but what I want. And I've turned that into a successful business.
I would say that if you truly, truly want to do something that you're going to later on be real thankful about and for, then going back to school and choosing Piedmont would be one of the places that I would say you will get what you go for.
Central Virginia's Real Estate 3 has built its reputation by putting the needs of its customers and clients first. Now we present HomeLinks Advantage, a packet of home services selected for excellence. Whether you're painting or planting, wiring or wallpapering, Real Estate 3's HomeLinks Advantage recommends select professionals at no charge to you. Call today to receive your free HomeLinks packet. Saving you time and money is our goal. We bet our name on it. Real Estate 3.
What's the manager's special at McDonald's? 2 Big Mac sandwiches for just $2. One bite into the Big Mac's 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, and cheese, and you'll fall in love all over again with this McDonald's classic. Hot, fresh, just for you. Did somebody say McDonald's?
Well, the big game is about to start. John Havey's here to give us his take on it.
Right, lots of people going to be watching the Sugar Bowl.
I'll tell you what, and now I think the players have the butterflies and they're sitting in the locker room getting ready and they're finally thinking all these interviews that we've done, all these people yelling for Virginia Tech, for Florida State, well, they're going to be yelling real out here in about 2 hours. Now, hard as it is to believe, the national title clash between Virginia Tech and Florida State, it's finally here. And tonight's Sugar Bowl matchup, it's a great one. Both the Hokies and the Seminole defenses dominated this season, with one exception in either case, and both offenses featured plenty of guys that made big plays. So I'm not going to get into the business of predicting who's going to come out on top in this one, but I will say this. If Michael Vick can deal with FSU's defensive pressure tonight, Tech's going to be celebrating their first ever national title when the final gun sounds, because as Mike Vick goes, so the Hokies go.
Florida State, you know, they're a very mature team. You know, defensive-wise, they're very good, solid, fast, strong, big guys. And it's going to be a battle January 4th, you know. We just have to come prepared.
He actually gives us confidence because we know if we don't hold that block just a second longer, he can get away from it and still make a play. So his ability to get away from block tacklers has helped us a lot.
Usually the way you rattle people is you get after them and get up in their face. Well, this kid here hurts you if you get in his face. He'll run the ball.
He has seen a lot. You know, he has started 11 games or 12 games, whatever has been. So he has seen a lot, and we're just going to try to throw some things at him, try to confuse him. We try to overall just try to get after him, you know, like no other team has done before.
Now, a couple things to remember tonight. Now, while this is Virginia Tech's first ever shot at a national title, the Seminoles have been in the national title game in 2 of the last 3 years and lost both times. But all the stats and facts are going to go out the window once the game gets underway shortly after 8 p.m. tonight, and I know I, for one, can't wait to see it. All right, now to the NFL, where it was only yesterday that Bill Parcells stepped down as the head coach of the New York Jets, and according to a provision in Parcells' contract, his defensive coordinator, Bill Belichick, took control of the team. But then today, the Jets find themselves once again looking for a coach. At a press conference early this afternoon, Bill Belichick said he just didn't feel like he could lead the Jets in the 2000 season. Belichick cited the organization's uncertainty due to its impending sale as a major factor in his decision. Belichick had been the defensive coordinator for Parcells for the last 3 years, and in his career, he spent 12 years as an assistant under the Big Tuna. He also had previous head coaching experience as he called the plays for the Cleveland Browns from 1991 to 1995. Now, Belichick said that his decision was not a result of the Jets front office refusing to let the New England Patriots interview him for their top job. Of course, that opened up when Pete Carroll was fired yesterday. And when he was asked if he wanted to coach somewhere else next season, Belichick said he hadn't thought about it. Now, speaking of the NFL, Niners and Falcons met up in the final Monday Night Football battle this season last night. It might be Jerry Rice's final night as a receiver for the 49ers, but it was a receiver on the other side, Tim Dwight. He already had a touchdown in the game when he takes this punt. It's a 70-yard punt return for a touchdown. He ran about 120 yards. This guy was a track star in college, and at the end of the run, he takes a drink from the pigskin. In third quarter, it's Dwight again. This time, Chris Chandler goes up top to him. Watch the nice move here after the catch. He's gone again for his third touchdown of the night, 60 yards. This time, Atlanta was in front 31-7. Now, the 49ers would rally to close the gap in this thing, and who else would do it but Jerry Rice? Here, the 62-yard reception from Jeff Garcia, 6 catches and 143 yards on the night for Mr. Rice, but it wasn't enough. In the end, the Falcons knock off the 49ers. 34-29 was the final. Now to Virginia basketball, where Cavaliers second-year forward Chris Williams was honored by the Atlantic Coast Conference today. He was named the ACC's Men's Basketball Player of the Week for his play in Virginia's recent victories over Belmont University and Dartmouth College. Williams is a 6'7 sophomore from Birmingham, Alabama, and he scored 44 points and grabbed 9 rebounds in the 2 games. He also had 4 assists, 4 steals, and just 6 turnovers in 57 minutes of action in the 2 games. For the season, Williams is averaging 14.3 points and 5.2 rebounds a game. Virginia is 9-3 on the season. They play Duke at home January 5th. Of course, that's tomorrow night, 9 p.m. over at University Hall. That Duke game is always a great one for Virginia. Can't wait to see that. But, of course, tonight, the game to see, the Sugar Bowl, Virginia Tech. Frank Beamer going for that first ever national title. It would be great for the state of Virginia. And I'm still on that seesaw. Maybe I do want Tech to win. I can't really decide. But I'm saying I think Tech's got a great shot tonight.
That'll be true.
I hope so. That would be fun. Thanks, John.
You're welcome.
We'll be right back.
Seminole Carpet and Floors is your full-service floor covering store. Whether you're looking for carpet, rugs, vinyl, wood, or ceramic tile, you'll find it at Seminole Carpet and Floors. As part of America's Carpet Gallery, we have the buying power to bring you leading manufacturers at great prices. Quality like Karastan, remnants in stock at everyday low prices. Vinyl from Congolium, Mannington, and Tarkett. Laminate flooring from Pergo, Wilson Art, Formica, and more. Seminole Carpet and Floors in Seminole Square, Charlottesville. Everything for your floor.
Dennis Enterprises, the real auto superstore, wishes you a happy and safe new year. We have fresh shipments of vehicles arriving almost daily. Get late model, low mileage, used cars, trucks, vans, and sport utilities, all priced to move now. Ring in the new year by driving off in your dream vehicle and save thousands. See our expanded selection of great vehicles at the lowest prices around. Credit is easy with no hassle finance plans handled at the dealership. Happy New Year from the real auto superstore, Route 250 East at the top of Pantops Mountain, Charlottesville.
Tonight, important news on women's health, a new way to prevent cervical cancer, a new easy, affordable, at-home test. Lifeline, NBC Nightly News tonight.
The Fabric Hut and Gift Gallery's 30% off fabric sale is going on now through January. With winter upon us, it's the perfect time to get started on sewing projects, and there's no better place to stock up. 100% cotton for quilters, drapery and upholstery fabrics, polycotton broadcloth fabrics for dresses, blouses, slacks, and skirts. And while they last, all Christmas items are half price. Visit the Fabric Hut and Gift Gallery in Louisa and check out the wide selection of fabrics on sale now at 30% off, plus lots of helpful advice from the friendly folks at Fabric Hut and Gift Gallery.
Tomorrow morning, get connected with the news you need. Dateline 29 News at sunrise.
Being told that you have cancer is one of the most frightening pieces of news anyone can get. Hello, everybody. I'm Bill Duvall.
And I'm Beth Duffy. Coming up in our Wellness Wednesday report, doctors have developed a set of audio tapes to give cancer patients help in dealing with all of the choices they have to make.
Join us for that story and a whole lot more.
Make the connection tomorrow morning. Dateline 29 News at sunrise.
When the snow falls this winter, Storm Team 29 will be there with live reports, up-to-the-minute weather forecast, and all your area closings. Get connected with Storm Team 29.
New tonight at 11, Greene County residents want their voices heard on development along the Route 29 corridor.
They're ready to speak out. Some of those residents will attend tonight's Board of Supervisors meeting. Meredith Grosbois has a preview. Meredith, what will they talk about?
Well, the residents call it a preemptive strike against development along Route 29 in Ruckersville. A Northern Virginia developer has leased these 95 acres there, but he won't say exactly what he plans to do with the property. Now, residents have heard rumors of a big box superstore like Target or Home Depot, but the land is still zoned for residential use. The residents may be disappointed tonight, Dave. The board does not have this issue on its agenda for the meeting, and supervisors generally do not allow comments from the public on issues that aren't on the agenda. We'll let you know what happens tonight on Dateline 29 News at 11.
I look forward to it. Meredith Grosbois, thank you. And coming up on the next Live at 5, you may be among the millions of Americans who make a trip to the gym, part of a regular routine.
But when it comes to the machines you use to stay fit, can you really believe what they're telling you? We'll tell you what you need to know Wednesday on Live at 5. And you had some more sports to talk about?
Just one more quick note about the Sugar Bowl. Virginia Tech wide receiver and punt returner Ricky Hall, he broke a bone in his foot last week in practice, but he said all along that he was going to play in the Sugar Bowl. Obviously, national title, you want to be there to play for it. If he can play, I think that's a big emotional lift for the Hokies. So, you know, everything's pointing toward the Hokies now. I'm not sure why, but we'll see what happens. So.
Pull it out, and it's going to get chillier here?
It will get chillier here. Not that it matters, but it's clear and it's going to be about 45 degrees in New Orleans.
Oh, yeah?
So they're inside.
70 degrees inside, so.
Yeah. And a little more with those thousands of people around. Yeah, a little balmy inside anyway. There you go.
And NBC News with NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw starts now. That's it for us. Thanks for watching.
See you later.
Good night.
The celebration on Wall Street suddenly stops. The Dow dives. The worst day ever for tech stocks. Where is it going? Decision 2000, Bush versus McCain, a new plan for an early knockout. Home Alone, moving day for Hillary Clinton. Tonight, what's in the truck? And Bill Bradley's running mate, his wife. In depth, what happened to winter? Why January just isn't what it used to be. And Lifeline 2000, important news for women preventing cervical cancer. A new test, easy, better, done at home.
From NBC News World Headquarters in New York, this is NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw. Substituting tonight, Brian Williams.
Good evening. Well, it was enough to make you miss 1999, the first Tuesday of the year 2000, and it felt as if the bottom was falling out of Wall Street. At times today, it was a free fall, nothing to hold stocks up, nowhere to go but down. The Dow fell 359.5 points, about 3% of its overall value, and closing back below 11,000. The NASDAQ took an even bigger hit, down 229.5. That's the worst one-day point drop ever on the NASDAQ. Some are calling this the Tuesday sell-off. Now, what about Wednesday? What about beyond as we go into this new year? Are investors really willing in this country to hang on for the long haul? We begin tonight at the New York Stock Exchange with CNBC's Ron Insona.